tractors in the war?
I think they've turned utility because during the war you couldn't get rubber. So some of the tractors came out with iron wheels front and rear. Utility ones did have rubber so they can go on the road and do the road work as well. I think that's where the name utility came from.
Yeah, and in fact those rear wheels were cast at the Lewis Foundry in South Wales. So there we go. I love all the detail on this. It's really lovely. Right, just turning the corner now. Now, I can't believe this. I don't know how many tractors we've had. We've had probably about 20 or maybe more now. And we haven't had a John Deere, but we put that right now, just passing the commentary box. It's the green. So Ford is always blue. Is John Deere always green?
I think they're green and yellow. That's the traditional colour of John Deere. Yes, definitely.
This came all the way from Germany, 1964. It was built. It actually looks very modern, doesn't it, for the mid-60s?
This is an unusual tractor. I think there's probably only one in the whole world. It's maybe a prototype, I'm not quite sure, but I'd like to believe there's not too many of these tractors around, if any other than this one you can see today.
Yeah, beautiful. Really is lovely. Thanks to Kevin. Give us a wave, Kevin. Good man. Don't take your hands off the steering wheel. I've told you before. Yeah, if I'm offered a lift, I won't take it. You're all right. You're fine. You're happy. Now, there's a real old timer, but driven by some very young people. It's lovely to see that.
Yeah, this is an unusual tractor in as much as they call it a crop master, and you can see the sort of fairing around the wheel arches there, so that you get protected from not only from the wind and rain, but when you go in between crops and whatever, it will keep the crops away from the wheels.
Yep.
It's got a dual seat on there, not for your passenger maybe, but so that you can sit on either side of the tractor, so you can see the direction that the tractor is going down between the crops that you're trying to work.
And she's just taking the corner now. This is a 1952 David Brown Super Crop Master, and it's being driven by Emily Goodhue. There she is. I was going to say, give us a wave when you turn the corner. I don't know who's next to you. Is it Paul who's next to you? I know Paul owns it. But anyway, that's really lovely to see. And what's really heartening is to see young people, because obviously there's people like you and me, Richard, you know, in our early 30s, but it is nice to see some younger people.
Absolutely, yes. I mean, the more young people, the young farmers, and get involved in these vintage machinery, the better, really. Certainly the way I look at it. You know, they come along and they really enjoy these old tractors. They're totally different to drive one of these, but to drive the modern ones. And I think they enjoy what they're doing.
Emily, I've decided you're our hero of the day. You're our driver of this one. You win the drive. There's no prize, but you win the sort of the celebrated driver of the day, because we love the fact that you're here doing this. Now, you might think, well, Emily's driving a tractor there. It doesn't look as spick and span. It doesn't look as well painted or polished as some of the others. Well, there's a big reason for that, because it's been kept in original condition. The whole point is that it's not been restored. It hasn't been repainted. I think in the